Breaking developments out of Friday Night Smackdown, because Roman Reigns has just detonated a bombshell that no one in the WWE Universe was prepared for. What unfolded tonight didn't just shock the crowd in attendance. It rewrote the balance of power across WWE, and the consequences are going to be felt for months. If you think you've seen every twist possible in this rivalry, think again, because what happened next changes everything. The wrestling world has been on edge for weeks as CM Punk and Roman Reigns continued their tense psychological chess match. Punk has done what Punk does best. He's poked, prodded, and provoked the tribal chief at every opportunity, questioning his leadership, mocking his isolation, and reminding him that power doesn't mean much when you're standing alone. Night after night, Punk planted seeds of doubt, attempting to expose cracks in Roman's armor. At the same time, the opposition has been growing stronger. Paul Heyman's new alliance has been gaining momentum with frightening speed. Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed have formed a unit built on chaos, brutality, and control. Each week, their presence has loomed larger, sending a clear message. Roman Reigns is no longer dealing with a single enemy, he's facing a coordinated war. And that's exactly why what happened tonight matters so much. Smackdown reached its boiling point when CM Punk stood alone in the ring, microphone in hand, delivering yet another verbal assault. He mocked Roman for hiding behind his legacy, questioned whether the so-called tribal chief still had anyone willing to stand beside him, and openly dared him to step out without backup. Punk's confidence was unmistakable. In his mind, Roman had been cornered. Then the arena went dark. Roman Reigns' music hit, and the mood instantly shifted. The tribal chief emerged slowly, deliberately, soaking in the reaction. There was no panic in his expression. No urgency. Just that familiar calm confidence. The look of a man who knows something no one else does. CM Punk smirked, continuing to taunt him, accusing Roman of walking into another trap. That's when Roman stopped, smiled, and delivered a single line that froze the arena. "Who told you I was alone?" Seconds later, a guitar riff blasted through the sound system, music instantly recognizable to longtime fans. The crowd erupted, convinced they knew exactly what was coming next. But the entrance ramp stayed empty. No one walked out. Confusion rippled through the building. Then the titantron flickered. The screen cut to a dark, undisclosed location. A figure stepped into view, partially illuminated. And when the camera pulled back, the reaction shifted from confusion to disbelief. It was Christian Cage. The arena exploded. Christian stood there, wearing a knowing grin, eyes locked on the camera. He didn't need to say much. His presence alone said everything. Roman Reigns hadn't just found backup. He'd found the one person uniquely qualified to dismantle CM Punk from the inside out. Roman's voice echoed through the arena as Christian laughed on the screen, making it clear that this wasn't a last-minute decision. This was calculated, intentional, strategic. CM Punk's expression told the entire story. The confidence vanished instantly, replaced by pure rage. This wasn't just another ally. This was a ghost from his past. A rival with unfinished business. A man who knew him too well. Christian Cage's history with CM Punk runs deep, stretching back years through ECW and beyond. Their battles weren't just physical, they were personal, psychological, bitter. And that's exactly why this alliance is so dangerous. Unlike Roman's usual partners, Christian doesn't rely on overwhelming strength or intimidation. His true weapon has always been his mind. He specializes in manipulation, in planting doubts, in dragging opponents into emotional chaos. That's something even Paul Heyman himself understands and respects. Backstage whispers suggest this move was Roman's plan from the very beginning. He didn't want someone who could simply fight Punk. He wanted someone who could break him, on the microphone, behind the scenes, and inside his own head, while Roman handles the damage between the ropes. And if that wasn't enough, there's more fuel on this fire. Reports continue to circulate that Edge could be returning sooner rather than later. If that happens, the implications are massive. The potential reunion, divided loyalties, and a rivalry that spans decades could all collide at once. The landscape heading towards SummerSlam has never looked more volatile. Roman Reigns didn't just reveal a partner tonight. He reshaped the war. By bringing Christian Cage into his orbit, he's turned CM Punk's greatest strength, his mind, into his biggest weakness. Now the questions are endless. Can CM Punk withstand the psychological pressure? Will Christian succeed where others have failed? And if Edge does return, whose side will he choose? One thing is certain, SmackDown will never be the same after this. Drop your thoughts below. Is this alliance genius or reckless? Did Roman make the smartest move of his career? And where does CM Punk go from here? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay locked in, because the fallout from this moment is only just beginning. What makes this reveal even more unsettling is the timing. Roman Reigns didn't respond immediately to Punk's attacks. He waited. He let the mind games continue. He allowed Punk to believe the pressure was working. That patience is what makes this move so effective. Roman didn't just react, he countered with precision. Christian Cage is not someone who needs weekly dominance to feel dangerous. His presence alone creates tension. Every promo, every stare, every subtle comment is designed to linger. For CM Punk, that's a nightmare scenario. This isn't an enemy you can simply out-talk or overpower. This is someone who understands how Punk thinks, how he reacts, and how to pull him into emotional mistakes. Sources backstage are already calling this one of the smartest strategic decisions Roman Reigns has made in years. While Punk thrives in chaos, Roman thrives in control, and Christian fits perfectly into that philosophy. Together, they represent power and manipulation working in tandem, a combination that could overwhelm even the most experienced competitors. The ripple effects are already being felt across the roster. Allies are questioning their loyalties. Rivals are reassessing their plans. And Paul Heyman's faction now faces a threat that can match them not just physically, but intellectually. This isn't just another chapter in a rivalry, it's the beginning of a full-scale war. As the road to SummerSlam continues, every appearance, every confrontation, and every word spoken will matter more than ever. Roman Reigns has made it clear, he's not fighting alone, and he's not fighting fair. The chessboard has been flipped, and CM Punk now finds himself playing defense in a game he thought he controlled. SmackDown didn't just deliver a surprise, it delivered a warning. The era of calculated domination has returned, and Roman Reigns is once again several moves ahead.